there's just so much fear, so much pain that wraps around self-improvement, being your best self, that it's become this weird, polluted, crazy thing. And, I work in a business, obviously, where people are looking to develop themselves and better themselves and all those different things. But what's so important and absolutely sadly unique about my message is I just want you to be your best self. I just want you to be good. I don't want you to fit an image. I don't want you to fit a model. I don't want you to get so in touch with your pain, your desperation, that that's the thing that's guiding you, because this is where it all gets screwed up. And we were talking about authenticity. We were talking about qualification, really putting ourselves out there in the world, being ourselves, truly showing that. And in that, we get the results of success and failure built around us. So many people are chasing success. So many people are chasing, how to be good and running from failure rather than living within the reality of themselves. And this produces just such a screwed up mentality, a poisonous thought process that man, it'll wreck your life, and it puts you in a terrible place. Think about this with dating and sex. That's where we started. That's where we're coming from. But if you chase your loneliness about not being sexual, not being liked by women, knowing what adoration is, not being accepted by people, all you are going to chase, all you're going to try and be is the opposite of that. All you're going to try and be is that you're going to think that in order to be social or be sexual or have a great life is to be the opposite of what your pain is. So to be cool, to be this exaggeration of a sexual being, to only get the girls that didn't pay attention to you, to shit on the people that made fun of you, to be better than, to be superior. And yet then we create this industry, and this is what's so screwed up. We take sex, we take dating, we take relating with people, we take being social. There's so many great things about that. So awesome. Man, let me tell you, it's so good to know what that's like to be fulfilled that way. But what we've made it is that in order to have that, it can't be you. It has to be society's idea of it. Man, think about that. It can't just be you because that didn't work. It can't just be you because that doesn't seem cool to somebody else. And we're having our sex lives. One of our most important things that gives us so much fulfillment, meaning. Your sense of being a man, your sense of being a woman is dependent upon what other people think. That's crazy. It should only be dependent upon you and the people around you and what we all think, right? What all these people that interact with you, that know you think. Not an online presence, not an image online, not any of these things. And the saddest part about the dating industry and the self-help industry is this idea of, we get that there's a toxicity to how it's been sold and poisonous. So let's go with the authentic man. Let's go with the empowered man, or all this stuff and all these sales things that we use to describe it. But the sad part of it is that it still chases an image. Man, I can't stand that. Rather than working for authenticity, rather than working for who we are, rather than really cultivating the self within, putting it out there in the world, accepting the consequences, the good and the bad of that, because the consequences can also be good. We start generating the right people in our lives and so on. We start having good feelings. Rather than doing any of that, we still chase an image. I hear guys over and over again say, I can't cheat on my girlfriend because it's just not an authentic man quality. What is that? No, man. See, you're not getting to the root of the problem. Sure, society says you shouldn't cheat on people. Sure, it may be a bad thing that most people agree upon as not being right. But your authenticity, yourself, if it says that, then it says that. And the only way you're going to get to your truth of what's going to solve this problem is for you to look at you. If you want to cheat, if you want to yell at somebody, if you want to think negative thoughts, if you hate yourself, if you want to beat somebody up, you need to be able to sit with yourself in that and maybe not take the actions of it, but not run from it and say that there's this other distraction, being an authentic man or being the right guy or doing the honest or the natural, whatever fucking bullshit image you're chasing thing to do. You have to be you. If you start making your expression, your truth, your sex, your social life, your friendships, all these things that have meaning, your passion, your purpose, a voicing that is shaped by somebody else, you can never be happy and you will never speak the truth. This is a very important thing, man. You know, if you are in a bind in your relationship and you're like, man, I don't love her anymore, or I'm being cheated on, or I want to cheat on her, or whatever it is, and you somehow think an image is going to solve that, sure. An image you follow, a template you follow when you don't know what to do, but you need to get in touch with why you wanted to cheat, or why you got cheated on, or why you were actually rejected, or why does that hurt, and who you are as that. And stop running from that pain. It is such a beautiful thing to experience you when you're put out in the world and get those consequences. You need to be thankful for it. We need to appreciate that. When you have absolutely put yourself out there and you have failed, what a beautiful thing that is. There's nothing more real than that moment. There's nothing more pure than that moment. It's going to give you all the emotions that are you that we suppress so much in our life and don't see. And it's such a great thing. And it's going to give truth and meaning, because it is the truth, to when you do get success, when you have been you. God, what a great thing. And what an odd topic to have to obsess about over and over again in our culture. What does that say about us? That we all seek happiness. We all seek peace. We all seek all this stuff that, you know, that human beings have sought out for years, but in a way that is running from the real us. That's sad. You can always be the real you. You can always experience life on life's terms right in front of you. But we don't do that. And our culture is obsessed with ways where you don't have to do that. Crazy. God. Anyway, that's the beauty of our calls. That's what we're talking about right now on our Saturday call. And man, come join us sometime. Go to austinmensdevelopment.com/members. If you want to see what we're doing, we have groups on dating, sex, relationships, purpose, career. It's limitless. And it's almost at this point every day of the week when we have those calls. And man, we're really, really passionate about it. That's what we do. We built a community. It's the greatest thing in the world. All right. Talk to you guys later. Ciao.